All right, so we got the most anticipated game of all time, the game that I can't wait to play for y'all. I'm going to be streaming this game as well on Twitch. Make sure you guys, go follow my Twitch down below, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you guys are not. And let's go. Let's get right to it.
This is 100 plus details.
My favorite game that's not even out yet. Let's
GTA
go.
6 Trailer 2. First, unlike Trailer 1, Rockstar actually provided some context for the story, which says Jason and Lucia have always known the deck is stacked against them, but when an easy score goes wrong, they find themselves on the darkest side of the sunniest place in America, in the middle of a criminal conspiracy stretching across the state of Leonida, forced to rely on each other more than ever if they want to make it out alive. So we know that they are partners, clearly. They've had a score that's gone wrong, and they are now stuck in the middle of some sort of criminal conspiracy.
This makes me think that that they tried to do a score somewhere else. This makes me think that they tried to do a robbery somewhere else. Because if you look back at it, sorry y'all, this won't be I don't want to say this won't be a long video, and then it will. Forget it. It might be a long video. Okay, it doesn't matter. Listen, this makes me think that they went to that they were in a different city, and they had a robbery or whatever, and then something goes wrong on the score or whatever, yada yada yada. They're they're driving the car. They're driving away, whatever. My thing is, I don't even know if y'all remember, right? Listen, y'all. I don't know if y'all remember, but in GTA 5. It wasn't all Los Santos. We were actually in North Yankton, y'all. That was North Yankton, I believe. It's in the Midwest. I think it was North Dakota or whatever. It was or Minneapolis or something. It was somewhere in the Midwest. But it started us off in North Yankton. I don't know if y'all remember that. It started us off in North Yankton. It was that really cold place, right? And then it goes to Michael Franklin, whatever, in Los Santos. Do y'all remember that? So we might start off in a different city. I'm thinking we might start off in Liberty City. We might. I don't know. If that's the case, bro, if we start off in Liberty City, bro, I'm jumping up and down, screaming like a little girl, bro, about to go inside of a damn Taylor Swift concert. Bro, if we start off in Liberty City, bro, I'm jumping for joy, bro, like LeBron won his 5th ring.
And so with that, we now have the context to start with the trailer.
Bet.
This first shot takes place in the Leonida Keys, which is a real-life hotspot for drug trafficking, which we will get into later.
Wait, what?
Here is where we get our first look at Jason's personal vehicle, or Jason's truck. And also, a new animal, an iguana, can be seen going underneath his
I didn't even see that.
Here we meet Brian. Judging from the fact that the Florida Keys is a hotspot for drug trafficking, like I said, this matches with Jason's story, as he is living on a property of Brian's rent-free, which is implied when Brian says,
"Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants."
Which most likely means that Jason is helping Brian with his work in exchange for staying at that property. Brian was once again also shown in some of the artwork that Rockstar released, so undoubtedly he will be a big part of the story.
Drug dealer,
a large container ship moving in the background can be seen, and also Jason's first line in the trailer is,
"I'm just fixing some leaks,"
which could be a really funny reference to the September 2022 leaks, and there is some more evidence for this. In the next scene, a raccoon can be found going through a garbage bin in the background.
Ooh. Let me tell y'all something about these damn raccoons. Man, these raccoons, man, they're vicious. They're vicious. Let me tell you something about them. Yo, when it's dark in the night, when it's deep at night, bro, man, and you got garbage outside in your backyard, you're done. You're done. Yo, get ready to wake up tomorrow and see your garbage scattered everywhere, and you gotta pick it up. These raccoons don't play. You better put your garbage inside of a bin and you can close it, because these raccoons, they don't play, bro. Bro, they're vicious. They're digging through your trash cans, bro, trying to get the next snack they can see, bro. They're looking for old slices of pizza and everything, bro. It's vicious out there.
And this is almost identical to one of the leaked clips. A 1950s car can be seen in rough condition on Jason's property and even has dirt piled on top of it from sitting so long, and this could be something to do with the Wyman's car parts that were found in the leaks as well. In this scene, Jason says,
"See you, Brian. Love you, Jason.
Implying that they have more of a relationship than just someone he's working for.
Okay.
Maybe his dad, we don't really know. Also, I'm just gonna mention this once now, but the ray tracing scene in this trailer is unbelievable.
Bro.
And there are countless examples of how good it is.
I think whenever Jason was about to walk through the door, I think we were going to go into like gameplay. That's what I think.
The windows on Jason's car are rolled down and set to 2 different lengths. The lady can be seen holding her dog, and on top of this, her car has paw prints on the hood, which, just like the cars we saw in trailer 1, imply that there will be a lot more personalization for vehicles. Plus, her house in the background seems to have a modeled interior, which could be Rockstar's new interior AI patent, which allows for interiors to be generated instead of just flat images like we have in GTA 5. This is our first good look at Jason in this trailer, and obviously from trailer 1, he has gone through a lot of changes, mostly with the hair and the scruffier beard. But my theory is that this is actually later in the story than when we first saw him in trailer 1.
Me too, yep.
When busting open the register, the coins in the tray realistically slide with the movement of the till. There's also a hookah that can be seen used in the store as well, and the phone number on the register starts with 305,
Miami,
which matches up with the area code for Miami.
Yep.
You can see some workers trimming the grass on the side of the road for extra immersion, and one of the trucks has a hitch accessory.
Here's what I think. I think their first score went wrong, like they said. First score went wrong. Lucia got caught up. So Lucia got caught. Jason was able to get away, and then the second trailer is Jason picking up Lucia. That's what I think.
And adding to more vehicle
That's what I
customization.
think.
The license plate on this truck
Georgia?
looks very similar to one you'd find in Florida. However, the truck in front of us is very weird. We know from the screenshots that Rockstar released that this says Discover Gloriana as it's shown on other license plates, meaning that Georgia has also been added to the game.
There's no way. Wait, Gloriana means Georgia?
Also, Peacock Bay is a new named location that we had no prior knowledge about. This part at the beach looks insane. I mean, the sand has some insane
No shot
detail.
Georgia's in the game. There's no way.
The girl walking by kicks up sand as she walks. Also, the dude is wearing AirPods, or I guess in this game they'd technically be called fruit pods. Maybe you can listen to music wherever and headphones might become a thing. The beer in the bottle simulates light exactly how it would in the real world. There's a cat cleaning itself on top of the ATM. And overall, this seems to be an average convenience store.
I don't want to jump the boat on this, but I've seen like basketball screenshots. Let me tell you something. 2K, you're in dangerous waters. I swear to God, I even said this on Twitter. I swear to the God that I pray to. If GTA 6, if their basketball is even remotely... Here's the thing, 2K. I'm not expecting their basketball, like mechanics, whatever, to be good. Because that's not their focus. But let their basketball mechanics be somewhat good. I promise you, you're done. Hey, I'm sorry. Yo. I'm sorry, NBA 2K. You better pray. NBA 2K, you better pray that there's no basketball. Even though that they showed us basketball screenshots in the game. You better pray. And if y'all say, oh, well, that could have just been the background. GTA or Grand Theft Auto 5 had basketball. Bro, if you see the screenshots, Jason is legit shooting hoops. Yeah, not the main character, but one of the characters that we use, he's literally shooting hoops. If we can play basketball, NBA 2K, you better pray. NBA 2K, you better pray right now that we're not able to play basketball. Because if we are, you're done. I swear to God, I swear on the man that I pray to, bro. On the man above, bro. I swear to you, I will never buy a 2K again. I promise you. Bro, I put this on my life. If GTA 6 basketball is good, I'm not buying NBA 2K 26. I'm done. I'm done, bro. Rockstar, all y'all gotta do, listen, yo, Rockstar, keep it simple. See, I'm snitching. Yeah, 2K, I'm snitching. Rockstar, all you gotta do is keep it really simple. Please don't overdo it. Keep it really simple, bro. You can you can give us NBA Street Mechanics, or what is it? NBA Street Volume 1 or whatever. Yo, just give us just simple mechanics. That's all. Simple mechanics. Just keep it simple. You don't have to overcomplicate things. Rockstar, if you're listening to me right now, keep it really simple. That's all we want. That's all us basketball fans want. Keep it really simple. Keep it as simple as you can get. Please, bro. Please. Because we tired of playing 2K. I'm sorry, bro. We're tired of it, bro.
But obviously,
we're done.
The detail has been taken to a whole
bro,
new
respectfully,
level.
We're
There's
done.
There's also a very funny ad for something called Vapomint, which means that there won't only be smoking, but also vaping will be making an appearance. In GTA 5, NPCs would normally just be killed by cops on the spot.
Little Haiti?
In this scene, they are actually doing an arrest, which indicates more lively world events. Accurate contrails from the plane above, and here we finally learn the full name of our two protagonists, Lucia Caminos and Jason Duval. The cop can be seen moving certain objects around dynamically, and the sound of it moving is accurately distorted by the microphone the guard is using.
Duval.
I seen you here before.
You might have.
Also, how long do you think it'll be before someone counts the amount of holes in this window? When getting out of prison, Lucia is now wearing the ankle monitor that could be seen in the original promotional art released with trailer
I didn't even notice
1,
the ankle monitor,
which is more noticeable in this scene later. Also, Sexy Time Part 1. This line of her saying, "Hands above your head, now!" makes me 100% confident that this actor is Manny Alperez.
Can I keep it real with y'all? Oh my God, yo, Manny Alperez, you are fine as a bottle of wine. I'm gonna keep it real. Did I follow her on Instagram? I'm saying y'all boys late. I've been following her on Instagram. I've been knew she was Lucia. And don't ask me how I know. Okay. Let's just say somehow, some way, some people spoiled it, whatever. Yeah, I followed her on Instagram. Yeah, I did. Now what? I'm not looking at her pictures and I ain't no weirdo. I'm barely on Instagram. The only time I check Instagram is whenever like the Lakers play and I want to see like the score updates and stuff like that. And by the way, this might be LeBron's final year. I'm watching all 82 games. Like last year, I'll probably watch 70 of I probably watched 70 games of all 82 games. I'm watching 82 of 82 games. I gotta watch Luka and LeBron one last time.
Not that there was much debate. Anyway,
yeah, true.
The monitors in the bank have gone into lockdown, presumably because of the robbery. Don't take this the wrong way, it's in the game, but the beer is called Pendejo, which is most likely the GTA version of Modelo. Okay. Ducks can be seen in the water now as well, which confirms them from the leaks. And also the amount of boats seen in this one area proves that the ocean will have a ton of interesting events going on instead of just on land like most games before. Here we can clearly see the drug trafficking we talked about earlier, as they are loading what is most likely drugs into a Dodo plane. Once again, this is taking place at Brian's Boatwork and Marina, which indicates that it's the same Brian we met at the beginning of the trailer, and even Lucia can be shown doing community service while wearing a Brian's company hat, which means he will play a big role in this game.
And the 786, that's a Miami number as well.
Jason and Lucia have a pet snake.
Oh,
so whether or not we can have more pets is still yet to be seen. This is the first time we meet Cal Hampton, Jason's friend and business associate. He could be the equivalent of GTA 5's Lester, as his description has him feeling safest at home while snooping on various radio comms. Okay, now, first of all, goddamn. And second of all, this is the same dress that Lucia was wearing in the car scene during trailer 1, which most likely makes them a part of the same sequence. This nightclub that they're in is the same nightclub that was being promoted by the plane in one of the intro shots.
And I think that's an actual nightclub in Miami, I think. It's called like 911 or like 119 or something like that. I don't know. Yeah.
Of trailer 1.
Actual club
also,
in
the
Miami.
NPC density is unlike anything we've seen in a Rockstar game before. They are quite literally everywhere. People are seen pressing Jason about being a Fed, which could give some reasoning to the theory of Jason being a cop. And there could even be more evidence of this later in the trailer. When we see them trying to escape the apartment, Lucia is wearing the exact same outfit she was wearing when they robbed the gas station at the end of trailer 1.
That's why I think she got caught up.
Which means that this is most likely the same apartment as the trust scene.
And they got your name, address, they got everything.
Now, assuming they are talking about the cops when Brian says this as they show up in the next scene, this would then disprove the Jason is a cop theory somewhat, but there's still something more I have to bring up. There is a theory that this is Raul Bautista, who, for all intents and purposes, is our Michael from GTA 5, a seasoned bank robber. However, judging from the small amount of screenshots and info we have about him, it doesn't really look like the same person.
Hell no. I mean, you see how fat his face? Yo, I'm sorry, respectfully, y'all. I don't want no beef. You see how fat his face is? Man, he looks like, bro. He looks like he like 50 something, but he could still like take your girl, bro. He looks like a sharp 50-year-old, bro.
So with that, I'm gonna leave the debate to you guys. But in the scene where he says,
"Us cops, we gotta protect each other."
In GTA 5, there was no scene where we heard Steve or Dave, for example, talking where the protagonist wasn't with them. Which, following that standard, would mean that this could potentially be Jason standing off to the side. Here we get a first look at the drive-by mechanics and see that Jason is leaning.
They're either gonna they're either gonna play it like, oh, Jason. I feel like Jason might be like a cop. He might be like a double cop, whatever. But they're gonna play it like, oh, are you either gonna like go along with Lucia? Here's how they're gonna do it. Here's how they're gonna do it. They're okay, so Jason, he might be like a cop, whatever. They're either gonna be like, yo, Jason, you either wanna, because it makes sense, right? Here's my theory. Lucia gets caught up, right? Jason's a fake cop, or he's a cop, but he's undercover, whatever. But then Jason might actually fall in love with this girl, and then he might, and then it's gonna be like a little there's going to be like a little option at the end where it's like, okay, it's either we go get Lucia, like we abandon Lucia, like we go get her, or you can just leave the cop side and run with Lucia, basically. So I don't know. Maybe it's like that. I don't know.
His entire body out of the car, which is a mechanic that was confirmed in the leaks as well. We can see a working metro at the top of this scene, and this is also our first look at Bay Lux, who is a part of the Real Dimes influencer group, who is basically a rapper and just a social media star.
Basically the city girls. Basically the city girls, y'all.
This shot takes place in Port Gellhorn, which is also where the final shot of the first trailer takes place. Jason can be seen tossing a dude into a car, which implies better combat, but there's also probably more going on here since a car has exploded in the background. Here we can also see Lucia's combat ability, and undoubtedly Lucia is going to be a fighter. On the Rockstar website, it even says that Lucia's father taught her to fight as soon as she could walk. In fact, on the website, it says that fighting for her family was what landed her in the Leonida Penitentiary, and sheer luck her out, which calls back to the beginning of trailer 1 when she says,
"Bad luck, I guess."
Jason calls Lucia Lou, followed by "we got this," and then Lucia replying saying "we got it," implies once again, like trailer 1, that trust is going to be extremely important in this story. This explosion is worlds above anything I've seen in games before. Also notice how the lighter SUV is blown away from the explosion, while the riot van is only by the shockwave, which indicates varying weight with cars. Lucia's hair can be seen blowing around.
And then, bro, look at the SWAT. Look at the SWAT truck, yo. Like, that is crazy.
Explosion, and also the grenade launcher is appearing once again. We can see Draquan showing Jason a video on his phone, which may imply that we can take videos with our phone as well. Fighting in the wheel compartment of an airliner confirms that vehicles other than cars will have detailed interiors as well.
And look at her back muscles. Look at her back muscles, bro. Like, that is
Judging from
ridiculous.
how far away the buildings are, we aren't nearly enough for these to be clouds, which means that dense fog will be a new weather effect in
Look at
GTA
her
6.
back
Here we
muscles.
have a clear Fast and Furious 5 reference with a safe being dragged around by a car. And it's hard to notice, but the oncoming car stops in anticipation for the reckless driving of the pickup. We got Sexy Time Part 3, and here we aren't sure who this is yet.
Hey, they was calling him FaZe Rug. Hey, shout out to FaZe Rug, bro.
But taking a video with his phone hopefully proves what I thought from the earlier scene. This is Vice City Boulevard, which we saw in trailer 1, but this time from a different angle. You can see a ton of new cars, and again, more crazy customization with the rims on the Benefactor. And as a nice touch, the Bravado Banshee is once again
Yo, look at the Corvette behind it too.
making a return. Needless to say, the night scene is going to be insane in this game. Now, this is a cool fact. The president on the bills thrown around in the club have the presidents from RDR2 on them. Now, it's hard to miss, but obviously there's a PS5 controller on the table and what looks like a PS5, which is hilarious product placement from Sony since they have the marketing rights to GTA 6.
Ooh, GG's.
Ammunition is making a return, except
yep.
now it's called Phil's Ammunition.
That was already in the game.
There will probably be different names for each store.
Oh my god. Oh my.
This is most likely Jason and Lucia's safe house that takes place in the Gator Keys, as you can see the bridge in the background. And the level of detail of this game is immense. I mean, you can see the foam level on the beer. And not only that, but the beer can be seen bubbling inside of the bottle.
Yo, that's so
the operating
hard, bro.
light on the controller behind the beer bottle is being distorted by the liquid in the beer. The couch cushions compress as Lucia's weight is added to them, and also the tiles by the door are now pulled up, which wasn't present when Jason walked into the house at the beginning of the trailer, which implies that this takes place later in the story. The Buzzard attack chopper is making a return, but this time it has unique weapons on the side, and it looks like Brian is manning one of the guns. In fact, this scene and even the next look very similar to ones we saw in trailer 1. You have the airboat going through the Everglades, and in the next scene, it looks like the Dad Bod Squad from trailer 1. Also, just to the right of the boat, you can see the extremely tall tower that we saw in the first frame of trailer 1. This scene could be in-game footage, as the light just isn't quite as strong as some
it
other
actually looks like
scenes in the
in-game
trailer.
footage, actually.
But another small note is that Jason ducks his head very slightly as the plane passes overhead. Here we can see what looks like an in-game version of the Corvette C8 that drives by Jason, and I'm only assuming it's Jason because the same bike he jumps off of is the one he was driving.
Like a
in the
Lambo right there.
shot. Every building in this shot has what appears to be modeled interiors, but again, this could just be the interior AI. However, it is important to note that the Megamundo building seems to have way more detail on the interiors compared to the building.
Bro, they even showed the basketball stadium, y'all. Bro, if we can go inside the basketball stadium to watch a game, bro, that would be, bro.
Excited, meaning this is most likely an enterable building. Sexy Time Part 4. But also, this room looks identical to the room that they were in during trailer 1 when they were talking about trust. Shooting from inside the boat isn't new from GTA 5.
True.
However, the detail of the bullets hitting the helicopter is a lot more realistic. Bullet impacts now create an atmospheric effect when hitting the road. You can see an NPC about to hop onto the window of the car to fire a rifle, which means that that mechanic isn't limited to just us players. And as well, Mariana County, Vicedale County, and Draper Island are again all new named locations we didn't know about yet. Jason can be seen jumping from vehicle to vehicle, which is basically just an upgraded version of what we had in RDR2. And here, Cal can also be seen wearing a Brian's Marina shirt, which implies all the characters are connected. Also, there is a boat being worked on in the background, which implies boat customization.
But there's going to be like a lot of on-water like transportation. Like, I already know that.
Well, Jason's muscle car makes another appearance like it did in trailer 1. However, this time, one of the doors is a different color. Now, obviously, there is a ton of other new info we learned from all of the screenshots and info that Rockstar posted on their website.
Yeah, I can't wait till the game comes out, yo.
The link in the description if you want to look at it. So I'll be releasing another video soon compiling all of that info as well. But either way, I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
Wow, man. Shout out to, I think this was TTG who made this video. Oh, no, it wasn't. Hold up. Give me 1 second. I'm about to, give me 1 second. I believe, I never even checked out this guy's channel before, but shout out to him. His name on YouTube is Jetro. Shout out to Jetro, man, for this video, man. Comment down below. Are y'all excited about this game? Are you not? Say whatever y'all want about this. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video. I got to use the bathroom really quickly. And